this debate about freebies acquire a dimension, and we are most often told, even you are engaging in freebies. No, we are not engaging in freebies for two reasons. One, we understand the section for which we have to give it. Two, in the states where we are providing it, we clearly understand the state's financial situation. And we clearly say the scheme will be subject to the assembly and passing it through the budget. And therefore, the freebies are not fancy cuckoo land decisions which have no corroboration with the state's own policies. So that's going through the process, and states which have rushed into giving these kind of promises are today facing severe crisis. I don't need to name them. You know, you're aware. States which promised returning to the old pension scheme, when you can't sustain it. And that is why today, with a committee of experts talking with stakeholders, we have come up with a unified pension scheme. So the reason why I have gone to giving you these examples is to say quite a lot of mind application happens at every stage. It is not left to just say one section of the administration. Everybody and also the stakeholders are brought in and decisions are taken like that.
So when we say we will address the poverty of the poor Indian family, we are talking about the 10% or the 20%. And that's doable. We have done our arithmetic, we have consulted economists, and we have consulted people who are fiscal experts, and this is doable over a period of 5 years. It's not on day one we will start issuing the checks. There will be selection, there will be adjustments, and over a period of 5 years, it's doable. So when we make a promise, when we made the promise in this manifesto, it was not an empty promise, it was not a hollow promise. I don't want to comment upon hollow promises made by other parties. I maintain the new pension scheme. Why would I maintain the new pension scheme if I did not support it? We supported the new pension scheme because the underlying argument of the new pension scheme is an unfunded pension scheme is a fiscal disaster. I still believe that. Unfunded pension scheme is a disaster. Now, unfortunately, the government employees associations are stoutly opposed to that. And yes, political parties have adopted different positions in different states and state elections, because the state governments have to necessarily, willy-nilly follow the central government. Eventually, they will have to follow. But then, when Mr. Somanathan came to the Finance Committee, I asked him, listen, a committee has been appointed under you. Are you supporting an unfunded pension scheme? He said, no, sir. I support a funded pension scheme, but we have to find a middle way between NPS and OPS. I said, good luck. As long as you don't dilute the principle that it is a funded pension scheme, I have no objection if you are tweaking the new pension scheme. That's my position.
No, that's your position. It's not your
That's my party's position.
No, sir. You're being, if
Sorry.
I may, sir, you said I had 5 factual errors. I may point out you're being disingenuous.
Show me where the party...
Your party goes state after state and says we will bring back the old pension scheme.
Show
From
me...
Himachal Pradesh to Telangana, you go back. In Rajasthan, old pension scheme. You come on this program and say, sir, unified pension scheme. I support it. It's a middle way. Please tell that to Rahul Gandhi and your
words in my mouth.
Ministers.
You're putting words in my mouth. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Sir.
This is a manifesto for the national government. If a state government is wealthy enough, has the funding, has the money, resources to start a different pension scheme, let it do it. I'm talking about the national government.